He's coming northbound. He's coming northbound. Incredibly dangerous. Right now they're only following this with helicopters. There are 2 helicopters. This is northbound in Galt. I don't have the exact streets for you because it is such a highly fluid situation right now, but we'll get that for you as the maps update for us. But now we are turning back to the east now, so we're going eastbound through the northern end of Galt. That possibly is Twin Cities right there, but I'm not absolutely certain. This car is moving at an incredible rate, probably about the fastest rate of speed I've seen in a high-speed chase in all of my time with Livecopter. You see, he tried to drift that corner, almost lost it right there, but we are now southbound again through Galt, and with the recklessness of this person, I am really hoping that this does not turn into something tragic. Looks like they're trying... Looks like exactly what you're seeing. That looks like northbound. John, are you seeing that? Northbound 99 again. So back to northbound 99. And this, when we heard about it, and I think we're going to call this southbound 99 now. See, I'm watching this kind of through the screen here. I'm at 1,500 feet above here to stay away from the law enforcement helicopters, and they're about to go right under us and to the right, heading towards Lodi right now at an extremely high rate of speed. We first heard about this pursuit about Laguna and Highway 99. Then they lost track of the car somewhere right around Galt. We heard they were going west, then they were going east. Then we picked them up, as you saw, probably about a minute and a half right before you came on. That's entirely possible, but if that person is going on this, then it's going to be very easy for them to lose control. Remember when they drifted that corner, it's real possible they blew the tire there. Now 2 tires are starting to smoke right there. So, gosh, and this person is just staying right there in the median, trying to get around all of those cars. We're going to pick our speed up here. Livecopter is actually moving right along at ourselves 100 miles an hour, and this car is kind of outpacing us. We're just coming up on Lodi Airport, so I'm actually looking around right now to make sure that there aren't any airplanes in that pattern at all. The police helicopters crossing over Lodi Airport as we speak. So I'm going to make a couple of aviation calls here just for safety, and then I'll be back with you. Lodi Airport, helicopter 3 TV is about a half a mile to the north, following Highway 99 southbound 1,500 Lodi. It is definitely over that. I'm going about 110 in live copter right now, and they are still outpacing us. So I'm going to kick our speed up another notch, see if we can't get up to 120 miles an hour as we approach the north end of Lodi on southbound Highway 99. Once again, yes, they're exiting Lodi. We can see a CHP car just past there, and I believe that they're just going on that road parallel right now. So it's possible CHP might be closing in on this person, and when they get off like this, it's a little bit easier for them to possibly get some spike strips down. But at the rate this person is moving, evidently a very desperate person to get away from the police at this point. Now they're getting back onto Highway 99 once again, moving southbound Highway 99 right through the middle of Lodi right here. At least they didn't do this during rush hour, but that doesn't much matter if that car gets involved in a crash. So John, it's just still up. You just passed the river. Okay. There you go. Right, you just caught a little bit of the sand on the side, went off the road a little bit. So it's, now that I'm seeing how fast they're going, I don't think we had any problems with the tires there. There was probably just a little bit of dirt. Now we're getting pretty far behind. We don't want to let them in on the fact that they're being followed by helicopters and all to make them do something even more desperate. So we're still about a mile behind this car, and we're using that great camera that Live Copter 3 has to stay with this desperate person as they move southbound on Highway 99 through Lodi, taking a lot of chances and moving, apparently to me, well over 100 miles an hour. When I look at the air unit's well off to the side, looking off to the right here. They're at 500 feet, but they are certainly not where this person can get a good view of the helicopter. I think they might have got a little bit spooked when they saw that CHP SUV when they tried to get off the last time. So we'll just see how close how desperate they continue to move southbound on I-5 and how far they're willing to take this. Well, we first spotted them right on the south end of Galt. They were moving from west to east. They had evidently turned around and taking some more. I bet you they were trying to get off right there, but taking some big chances right there when we saw them in Galt. They had lost them to the west, picked them up again moving east, and then as you saw, we kind of did that round robin around in Galt, and they got back onto the freeway southbound, which is where we've been going right now, and we're approaching the northern end of Stockton. It's actually looking pretty good right now, pretty clear for them, just the light traffic that you've been seeing all along. But again, all that needs is for someone that's not watching their rearview mirror to pull out the wrong way, and this person just crashes right into them, and we have a bit of a tragic ending in that. So there's what we were seeing before, that dirt coming up off of there, where we thought maybe there was a problem with their tires. But what we're just really seeing is when they get over into that, they're getting all of that roadway dirt and dust that blows up there. So nothing wrong with their tires as fast as they're moving here. Looks like they're trying to get off the freeway again right here in the northern end of Galt. I was trying to see that sign right there to see if I could. 8 Mile Road, is that what that was? So actually, we're right into Lodi right now. And again, they're just taking those big chances with other people's lives at this point. And now we're going to lose the camera just for a second because they crossed back under us as they went northbound now off the north end of Lodi, northbound on Highway 99. So they're taking this right back towards the Galt area. I'm going to make a pretty steep turn here, John, and we're going to get back north. Now I'm starting to see some ground. Yeah, sorry about that, folks. Had to make a bit of a steep turn there to get back onto this. So yes, I misspoke. That was the north end of Stockton. Now we're moving back towards Lodi again, northbound Highway 99, just approaching once again the south end of Lodi. And right now, Edie, I am seeing 3 CHP vehicles that have joined into the pursuit on the northbound lanes of Highway 99, but they're staying quite a ways back. They're pretty much following this with the helicopter as this person takes chance after chance, and they move very, very high speed, at a rate of high speed on northbound Highway 99. They are definitely behind the car. 3TV is still about 2 miles behind you at 1,500 feet. 3TV is about a mile behind you at 1,500 feet. Yes, and I'm communicating with a law enforcement aircraft. They're trying to maintain their situational awareness and make sure they know where I am as well. So you'll hear me talk to them every now and then. Well, we're actually going through Lodi again right now, northbound, and you'll see as it comes back through. Let me get my maps kind of going on. Let's see. So, yes. So we just passed Kettleman, and we're going northbound Highway 99 again, coming back up towards the Lodi Airport. Right. I'm not seeing authorities ahead right now. We have been joined by a sheriff helicopter as well as the CHP helicopter that's been in this pursuit pretty much since it began. And again, we're going up, getting into a little bit of some thicker traffic as they go north of Lodi. And of course, that hasn't slowed this person down all along. As you've seen, they've been taking advantage of the shoulders and the median as well. But at some point, they're going to hit a traffic knot here. And every time they slow down a little bit, the CHP gets just a little bit closer, but you can't outrun the helicopter. You can't outrun the radio. Right, and exactly a good point, because when someone moves like this, they can scare other drivers. They can not look where they're going, and create more problems just by trying to get away. Lodi area traffic, helicopter 3 TV is a half mile south, 1,500 transitioning northbound along the freeway, Lodi. Right, we've just passed Lodi, heading back towards Galt on Highway 99 northbound. Once again, another CHP unit you can see was off the road there, and some more highway signs going by. I have a very small screen, so it's a silver horn. John's got the simmer horn, sorry. John's got the large screen in the back, so he can keep his eye on those signs for me as I look at all of the other aircraft that are involved in this, try to help keep John's shot all lined up. So we are northbound Highway 99. We're approaching Galt once more, which is where we picked this up originally. Remember, we were going on all of those back roads right there. And this person, very desperate, weaving in and out of traffic when they were going south, when they're going north. I looking farther up, I have not seen if they've cleared the freeway to put up some spike strips or anything just yet for this person, but that may end up being their only recourse at this point in time. But like you were pointing out, this person tends to not stay on the freeway too long, probably just in case that happens, so they can't quite get those spike strips out. But still seeing quite a few law enforcement vehicles that are following at a respectable distance, but that doesn't seem to be deterring this person at all as they continue to move at what looks to me to be about 125 miles an hour or better. Now, what we just saw there, it just kind of flashed by the right of the screen. The CHP had blocked the on-ramp, so they're looking out for folks' safety right now northbound, and a lot of times they'll want to block those entry ramps off, and then as traffic thins out, they can get out in front and put those spike strips down. Right, as a matter of fact, we are just going through the north end of Galt now, so we are in that little stretch of rural area right there north of Galt and heading towards the south end of Elk Grove. So there's Arno Road right there as we proceed northbound Highway 99. they are driving incredibly fast, because I've got live copter at about 110 miles an hour right now, so I'm looking at them probably going 125 or better, counting looks like about 5 CHP vehicles following now, plus the 2 helicopters, the CHP helicopter and the sheriff helicopter. So we're approaching the south end of Elk Grove right now, coming up on those large storage tanks that you see at the very south end of Elk Grove. I came topped off, Steve, so I've still got an hour and a half at least before I have to be on the ground. Are you hearing me, Steve? Yes, I left topped off, so I still have about an hour and a half left. Yep. Copy. I'm pedaling as fast as I can. All right. Well, we're actually coming right back up near Laguna where this all began, and we're still falling a little bit behind. I've got live copter just kind of maxed out here at 110 miles an hour, and that person is still outdistancing us. Not outdistancing the sheriff's helicopter, not outdistancing the CHP helicopter. Theirs are a little bit larger and faster than live copter. Of course, we have all of the extras hanging off of ours as well, but northbound 99, and we are starting to head through the, looks like coming up on Casumnas part, Calvine part of Elk Grove here. So traffic is, there's Sheldon Road, and we're going to be getting into a little bit heavier traffic as we get north, still seeing quite a few CHP vehicles following now, and I think others are seeing those CHP lights in their mirrors, and they're being more cognizant that something is coming up, because we start to see people pull over while this car passes. This is a very, very dangerous situation if you happen to be sharing the road with this person, you know, and again, this person could come up, frighten someone else, makes them go into another car. So running away from the police, just, it doesn't just hurt the person. So there's Calvine, they're getting off right there, and we've been seeing this happen quite a bit, where they get off, they try to reverse what they're doing, trying desperately to lose the police, but that just isn't going to happen. There are too many CHP vehicles and aircraft following this car right now. That's going to be eastbound right there on Calvine. Right now we're seeing them right into a residential area where people are out walking their dogs. There's a man right there walking right in front of his house, and then goes by, this car goes by at 100 miles an hour. So very, very dangerous in Elk Grove right now as this desperate person tries to outrun law enforcement. Absolutely. And you know, look, they just keep blowing these stop signs, and at that point, at some point, that person is just going to blow the wrong stop sign, and they're going to end up crashed into somebody. He's bailing out of the car right now. So two suspects have bailed out of the car. They're starting to run southbound on this street. I am not seeing how close the patrol units are. They're kind of behind me right now, but they split up. They're running in separate directions. So we're going to stay with the one that we can see for now. And if that person does get into a house or something, we can help CHP find that in a little bit. But we're they did, but they're east now in Elk Grove. That looked like the person we were seeing running just a little bit ago, and now they're just walking casually, and it looks like they're trying other cars to see if maybe those doors are open. So in this neighborhood, if you're recognizing any of your neighbors' cars, please call all your neighbors or use your app and tell everybody to go ahead and lock your doors and go inside and just hang out inside on your own lockdown. Now we're right in the vicinity of Brittany Park. That's the best that I can get on my GPS right now. I'm not seeing, well, the, you know, act casual and maybe they'll go past you kind of thing right now, right? Already did. There they are, CHP moving in on that one person. So We're going to move live copter around here so we can see that they've moved in. So they were definitely following with their aircraft while we were following and showing you these scenes, so that at least one person we had been following is apparently going to be arrested right now with CHP. Right, we're seeing the K9 unit right there at the intersection. We know we lost them behind the house, but we had seen that suspect. There's the suspect on the ground with the CHP motor officer at this point in time. Now we noticed there were two that had exited that vehicle, and we weren't able to see the other one. We were able to continue to follow this person because they pretty much just came towards the helicopter at that point in time. But I am really, really relieved to see that this has ended this way and not with a traffic collision on the freeway. We haven't seen any blocking off of neighborhoods, but you can see more CHP vehicles are moving up right at this point in time. The helicopter has been orbiting around there. I can only assume that they're making announcements to folks to stay in their houses right at this point in time. But we do have one suspect in custody in this area, and I'll probably try to call CHP in a little bit, or we'll have the news desk call and see if they also maybe have the second person in custody and we weren't around for that arrest. Well, these folks were obviously very, very desperate to get away from law enforcement. So at this point, you really don't want to put anything past them. You want to treat this very seriously. If they were willing to be that desperate and run away from law enforcement, we have to hope that they're not desperate to do something else that might hurt people. Excellent news. Yes. Okay, we're going to go just a little bit longer while they surround the car there. So we'll get them putting a perimeter up around the vehicle, and then we'll, for file footage for later, and then we'll head home. TV, we'll see you later. Nice job down there. I was really worried those guys were going to hurt someone.